Hey everybody, it's Dr. Selfridge. I'm here today with a special guest. This is my student teacher, Mr. DiFabio. One of the many great things about Mr. DiFabio is he is a percussionist. So he's going to be doing a few percussion videos for us. And today we're going to start with talking about a drum roll. What are we going to talk about?
Exactly. Today we're going to begin talking about a drum roll because that's our way of sustaining notes on a snare drum. When you're playing saxophone, you're able to sustain a note. When you play trumpet, you're able to sustain a note. But with a snare drum, you hit it and the note's gone. So when we do a drum roll, that's our way of sustaining a sound. So step one into playing a proper snare drum roll is to have the proper grip. We hold our stick, and we're not going to hold it at the very bottom, and we're not going to hold it way up here. So we're just going to let the stick hang out about this much, if you could see that. So once that's established, we have to talk about our fulcrum. And the fulcrum is the pivot point. On a snare drum stick, I create a T with my thumb and my index finger. Then all I do now is gently wrap around my bottom three fingers. And I do the exact same thing for my left hand. Once I do that, I just let the stick bounce. Now, we don't play snare drum like that. We don't have that super loose grip. I'm doing that just to show you all the bounces to get out of the snare drum. What we want to do is we want to increase our fulcrum pressure. You just increase the pressure you're putting between your thumb and your first index finger. So if we're too loose, it sounds like this. If we're too tight, it sounds like this. We just want to loosen up a tiny bit on our back fingers. We want that happy medium. One thing you want to look out for is not to push down into the drum. Practice the buzz strokes on each hand individually until they sound consistent. And then move on to the next hand. You could do this while watching TV, while you're waiting for dinner, anything. Just grab a drum pad or a snare drum and practice.